Good evening and welcome back to the Cheltenham Exchange. It's been a long few months through the summer, so we're back to give you our racing chat. All things jumps racing throughout the season, which hopefully you'll enjoy. We've got a full squad with us tonight. Matty's back, the much elusive Matty. We're chuffed to have him back. He's going to dazzle us with his insights tonight. The boss man, Rain Man's here. Little disappointed, Ian. Disappointed that he didn't get on the orange bike. Didn't win the Tip Star Challenge, but never mind, Ian.
Fuming.
You don't need it, mate. You don't need it. Rumours are Channel 4 are going to be offering you a spot on Naked Attraction.
Embarrassing bodies.
Johnny's with us. We've been considering we may have to get Johnny gelded. He's been getting a bit frisky over the summer months. And Alex.
Not true.
How are you doing, Alex?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Got something special to show you guys. I've lost it. I had my Cheltenham membership pack a second ago. I was going to show you it all, but yeah, don't worry.
But Johnny's got his.
Yeah, Johnny's got his. There we go. Well done, Johnny.
There it is. Raring to go.
So, yeah, nice to see you, fellas. It's been a while.
Nice.
So, yeah, before we get started, a couple of thank yous, I think. So, first of all, thank you to Lloyd at Hacked Up Racing Gifts, who's done us a special deal again this year. So for your 20% discount, boys, if you enter the code CHELTEX20 on the website, you get 10% off.
20% off.
20% off. Don't panic, Captain Mannering. And also, we've got to thank Johnny's mate, Matt, and the band Big John and the Striking Miners, who have very kindly developed our very own intro and outro music.
Yep.
Ready for the new season. Stunning stuff. People are going to love it. Why can I hear people talking in the background? Someone got a telly on or something?
Yeah, I can hear it too.
No, my wife and my daughter are in the kitchen.
All right.
Oh, no.
You best go on mute then, Matty.
It's better than what we had to listen to you do just before, Matty. So
I'll go on mute then. I'll go on mute.
Go on mute.
I can mute him, don't worry.
Right. So, yes, season opener. Last year we did 5 horses to follow. Each of the lads gave us 5 to follow. And to be fair, when I was having a quick look back, they didn't do too bad. We had a few wins out of them, notably El Fabiolo in the Arkle for Ian. Although, Ian, you did
go against him.
You did go against him when it actually came to the Arkle.
Won't make that mistake again.
The boss man, more U-turns than a Conservative Prime Minister. I don't know.
Terrible.
Yeah, so 5 horses to follow last year went pretty well, but yeah, we thought we'd change it up a little bit this year. And so each of the lads are going to pick 2 novice hurdlers to follow through the season and 2 chasers, and not whiskey chasers or wine chasers or anything like that. So, without further ado, seeing as he's back with us, Matty, are you going to kick off? No, he's not. He's not ready.
Yeah, because he's on mute.
Awkward spot here. Come on, Matty. Give us your first novice hurdler for the season.
Unmute.
He's struggling.
Oh, you had it, Matty. There you go. That's it.
Are you happy for me to speak even though there's still noise in the background? Yeah?
It's fine, mate. Adds to the atmosphere.
You muted me. You told me to go off. The first one for me is a horse called Down Memory Lane. I mentioned it to you lot towards the end of last year. Trained by Elliott, owned by McManus. Won his bumper in February. I think it's the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 8th and 9th. Have all come out and won since. Whether the form stacks up so much, only time will tell. I think he'll be very, very good. Hadn't been with Gordon long before the run in the bumper. I think Gordon said afterwards that they were just going to put him away. I'll be keeping an eye on entries, especially at Dam Royal, where Gordon likes to start off his nice types. But obviously JP's got quite the contingent this year in the novice campaign. He's got the champion bumper first and second in A Dream to Share and Fat to File. He's also got Mirrors West to throw in there as well. However, I do feel when they go jumping, down memory lane will probably be the best of the lot, in my opinion.
Down memory lane.
So yeah, down memory lane for me.
Thank you, Matty. Alex Gallopin Deschamps. Come on, hit us with your first novice hurdler for the season.
You're going to be shocked. It's actually a Paul Nicholls horse. It's a horse called In the Waterside. Those of you that followed our channel last season will have seen that we did an interview with Ian Turner, who was at the time racing manager, I think he was, for the McNeil family. And he gave a massive shout out for this horse to say they were really excited for it for this year. For this coming season. I think he mentioned sort of mid-distance trips would be what they were looking at. He won 2 bumpers last year. So, last season. He won a bumper last year at Exeter and then followed up with another bumper at Sandown. So, he has actually some form to his name, which some of these novice hurdlers have none. And there have been some positive comments coming out from both Paul and also Megan Nicholls as well, regarding him being one to follow for the season as well. So he's still sort of a healthy price on the Ante-Post markets for a few of the races at the festival as well. So that might be gone once he's run a couple of times over hurdles.
Paul Nicholls' horse. Who'd have thought?
It's another one of these McNeil family ones where they've gone in with someone else. So it won't be in the McNeil Silks, but yeah, still one of the McNeil horses.
They're a bit unfortunate at the festival, weren't they? So, yeah, right. Thank you, Alex. In the Waterside is Alex's first selection, and we'll go next to Johnny.
Right. Well, I'm also going for a Paul Nicholls horse as well. So, again, the novice hurdler, and he goes by the name of Captain Teague. He was only seen a couple of times last season in bumpers. He won one down at Plumpton last December. The 4th from that race, Goodwin Racing, has already come out and won 2 over hurdles. So that form's been franked a little. He then actually rocked up at the festival in the champion bumper, which was a bit of a surprise because Nicholls doesn't run too many in there, does he? So with very, very little racing experience, he managed to finish 3rd at 40-1, which I thought was quite an eye-catching run, really. Also, if you go back and watch the race, he hung quite a lot in the final couple of furlongs, so he's obviously very green, got a lot to learn. So I suspect he's going to be a little bit better over hurdles this season with a bit more experience. Route-wise, probably Ballymore. I'm not sure if he'll have enough toe for a Supreme, but we'll obviously see as the season goes ahead. I think he does appreciate softer ground, so hopefully he gets that this. The way the summer's gone, he more than likely will get softer ground because it just doesn't stop raining, does it? But I'm really looking forward to seeing him. I think he could be, we've seen Nicholls have some good horses in the Ballymore over the last couple of years, so I think that's the route he could probably take.
Love it. Great stuff. Thank you, John. I think quite a few people on the old Twitter saying they think it was a pretty strong bumper, don't they, at the festival this year? So, and one of our followers on Twitter, I think it was Mark T, first to comment on Ian's post last night, and he'll be happy to hear you putting up Captain T because he mentioned it himself. So, shout out to Mark T there. Speaking of the boss man, fasten your seatbelts, folks.
Right, so I'm going to get
another Henderson horse for me.
Get the Pro Plus out.
People will take the piss because they associate me with a certain trainer. So I thought I'll get this one out first. Yes, it's a Henderson horse. Yes, you know who you are who take the piss. So here goes. Jamie and Scotty and Ginge. Right, so my pick is Under Control, the mare with Nicky Henderson in the JP McManus colours. Bit of info from last season. She did win the juvenile hurdle on the 3rd of March over 2 miles, but then was entered straight into the mare's novice race. It was about 2 weeks after at the festival. And I say, unfortunately, was 20th out of 21st. So didn't really make the impression she did in her debut. But after that, she was very impressive in the juvenile hurdle at Cheltenham in April. And then she won the handicap. And I'm contradicting myself. About 9 days later, won the championship handicap hurdle. Now, OJ, I know you love a route. So Henderson is a creature of habit. So I've gone for a Marie's Rock 21-22 route where she won the mare's hurdle. So potentially she could go Wetherby over 2 miles in October, Kempton Boxing Day over 2 mile 5. There's a mare's hurdle at Warwick in February about 2 mile 5. And then I expected to go to the mare's hurdle at the festival. So that's under control for me. First pick.
Under control for the boss man. Watch out for the run at Fakenham.
Yeah. And like Between Waters, probably won't run all season.
Thank you, Ian. So first round then. In which case we'll mix it up a bit. Johnny, will come to you for your second.
Right.
Novice
Well,
hurdle.
funny enough, this tags on to Ian again because this is another novice hurdler which has recently joined Nicky Henderson from Neil Mulholland, and that is Will Mount, who caught my eye a little bit last season when he was going for Neil. He's already won a couple of bumpers, both at Donny earlier on this year. He did race a little bit keenly, so again he'll need to settle a bit better. From the first win, Lucky Seven's come out and won as well, so it sort of boosted the form a bit there. The second win, he did have to grind out quite a lot, but it was on unsuitable ground. It was a little bit quick. So he looks to me like he's a 2 miler on soft ground. The other thing to note about him is his sire is Blue Brazil, who is the same as none other than Constitution Hill. So I like the look of that as well. And if you want a route, have a word with Ian and he'll tell us one.
Just me, probably.
You can work one out for me later, mate. And say
Yeah.
So yeah, Will Mount is my second one, novice hurdler.
Will Mount for Johnny. Well, you never know. We might be able to have a little bit of a dig in a trainer interview if we get lucky and see if we get any inside info on that one. Woo.
And also note there's both of them are from this side of the water as well, which is sort of unusual. But yeah.
Thank you, John. Alex.
Oh, back round to me for my second one. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, you surprised me there. So my
still
second
looking?
one is locally trained horse, locally to me, local to Cheltenham. Fergal O'Brien's Dysart Enos. She ran in 3 bumpers last year, 1 or 3. In the second bumper that she won, it was at Market Raisin, and that was one where she actually beat Queen's Gamble, who's a horse that I really like watching last year as well. She won a couple of races at Cheltenham. The form for those races has actually been really good. So the race that she won at Market Raisin, it was an 8-runner race. The horse in 4th has won twice. The horse in 5th has won since, and the horse in 2nd's obviously won as well. And then the other race that she had when she won at Aintree in the Aintree bumper, she absolutely hacked up in that race by, I think it was 9 or 10 lengths. The horse in 3rd has won twice. The horse in 9th has gone on and won as well. So there's plenty of substance to her form. My only concern is that I'm hoping that she can jump, and it won't be a similar situation to last year when I got very excited about Bonte, who has a massive engine, but I think, as Johnny described, she jumps like a table. So hopefully Dysart Enos doesn't jump like a table, because she's clearly a very talented horse, and it's nice to see one of the smaller trainers, well, I say smaller, but one of the less fashionable trainers, one of the up-and-coming trainers with a good horse.
Absolutely flying at the moment as well.
Mm.
Love it. Great stuff, Alex. You're not giving up on Bonte, though, have you?
Absolutely not. She's got, I think, a handicap mark's like 110. She's going to romp up a few times this year.
Yeah.
There we go. Little nugget checked in.
If she
in a
jumps.
Northumberland plate or something where there's no fences.
She needs a day when there's low sun, so they omit every hurdle in the home straight or something.
He just got one hurdle.
Low sun at Doncaster, that'd be perfect.
Okay, Matty, I'm going to have to come to you because I think you quite fancied Dysart as well, didn't you?
I did, but I opted obviously not to go for it after looking back and seeing that who Alex was going to put her up. But there is another one that I quite like the look of, and it's Indivar Blue, trained by Ollie Murphy, owned by Mrs. Diana Watley. I think it's the same ownership that had Thomas Darby, isn't it? I think. Won his bumper in March at Wetherby in eye-catching fashion. I say whether that form again, we've got to wait to see whether it mounts up to anything. But that day, very, very impressive on the eye. Think he's definitely one to keep on side for the season ahead. I'd say not a great deal to go on, but hopefully we'll be in the winners' enclosure a few times, and Ollie Murphy will place him accordingly in races throughout the season.
Indivar Bleu. Love it. Thank you, Matty. Bossman.
Right.
Come on.
Okay.
It's a Hendo horse.
No, it's not. It's bit of a dark horse, this one. I don't know much about this horse, but it's the horse is called Gold.
Why have you put it up then?
No, well, no, come on.
You meant to have done
Did you see your P2P guide?
Fail to prepare to fail.
No, I've got it. So the horse is called Gold Dancer with Willie Mullins, and it's Gigginstown or Jigginstown, whatever it's called. I know there's apparently supposed to be closing down all their buying, and they seem to still be buying horses, which is a strange one. But it's €250K purchase. Gold Dancer by Dr. Dino and Steel Dancer. And you mentioned P2P. She had a couple of runs over 3 miles before she became obviously a mare, or brood mare, should I say. Gold Dancer is a half brother to L Dancer. And then OJ would probably butcher me for my French pronunciation. Oh, Gold Dancer's had 2 hurdle runs in France, both at Compagnie. One was the 3rd of October. Was that not bad? One was 3rd in October last year, and then he won over 2 mile 2 in May this year, 23, by 2.5 lengths. Now, my spies in the Willie Mullins camp said potentially Gold Dancer could be their Martin Pipe horse. So I tried to do a route, but Willie Mullins be Willie Mullins. I'm looking at previous winners, previous runners like Spanish Harlem and Gallimp de Champs and adamantly chosen. None of their horses go. They go all different places. They normally start at Gowran Park, I'll give them that, but after that, it's anybody's guess. So my final hurdle pick is Gold Dancer for Willie Mullins.
Go on, you dancer. Yeah, you're not doing very well with the routes tonight, though, Ian.
No,
the viewers are going to be disappointed.
I wrote one of the receipts. I don't know if you can see, but it was so difficult to say. I'll give up.
If anyone wants to see it, you can have a look on Ian's Twitter account.
Yeah, I'll put him up on.
Yeah.
Take me a week to write.
I'll save you 15 minutes on this video by sending you to his Twitter account.
Thank you, Ian. We do love to pull your leg, mate.
Mm.
Right, chaps. So, yeah, a quick recap, if I may. So, we'll kick off. Alex has got In the Waterside for Paul Nicholls and Dysart Enos, Fergal O'Brien. That is, yeah, when the but I'm not sure now. I could say so. He did win the bumper at Aintree. Am I right?
That's what Enos did. Yeah, she won the mare's bumper.
She
opens up even more avenues, OJ, for races.
Ooh. Like it. Johnny's got Will Mount. Now, did you say now a Hendo horse?
Yeah,
now a Hendo horse for me.
Ian's going to like that. And Captain Teague, which is a very popular one, and Mark T will be happy about. Matty, down memory lane for Gordon Elliott, and Indivar Bleu for Ollie Murphy.
Yep.
And Ian's thrown in the standard Hendo horse under control. And he's gone with the left field French choice, Gold Dancer. So there we go, folks. Let's hope we get a few good runs. Be good to watch. And yeah, we must stress that these are not necessarily Cheltenham Festival picks at this time, are we? These are just horses that
just purely to follow.
We're throwing out there to follow for the season. Maybe go slightly.
So hopefully win a few races.
Yeah, absolutely.
What ones that we think would be good to add to your trackers, basically? I think.
Yeah. Not necessarily festival horses, but hopefully novices that may show something and potentially end up at the festival towards the end of the season. Thanks, chaps. That was brilliant. Yeah, not much else to say really, apart from make sure you tune in for our second video, which is due to go out later in the week. Is that right, Ian?
Yeah, later in the week. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, like and comment. We want to hear your comments. Do we think our horses are shit, or do you think, have you got any better ones? Let us know below.
Brilliant. So, yeah, that's our novice hurdlers to follow for this season. And we'll be following up with chasers later on in the week. Make sure you follow, like, share, and keep tuned in. And thanks again to Mark and the band for the music, and to Lloyd at Hacked Up Racing Gifts. And we'll see you all soon.